Hello and welcome to Hot Off the Press. My name is Doug Simon.
And I am Mr. Bud Davenport.
And we are happy to be back for our second podcast of this series.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. We are getting closer and closer to opening night.
Yeah.
Still trying to get, the word out there, get some people in the seats, get some Broadway producers to the show.
Some Broadway producers, specifically.
Yes.
So we'll take anyone, literally, in our audience. Come see the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're here today. We just wanted to, again, be here, talk a little bit about the show, have a little fun conversation, about maybe some different things.
Yeah.
So we did want to, field some questions first. So as we mentioned, every week there's someone asking a question about what's the show about, what do you, why'd you do it?
Right.
And this week's question comes from Kinsey K.
Kinsey K.
All right. And she asked, what is your not favorite, song from the show?
Fave song from the show. Well, you know what? I wrote the music and we wrote the lyrics together. So why don't you take it first? And then I'll go.
You don't have any opinion like off the top of your head?
Well, no, not. I just want to hear your opinion first.
Can't think for yourself?
No. Okay.
No, you can't? Okay. So I would, if you asked me at the beginning, I would probably say, what's the word?
That's a good one.
It's a good one. We play many different characters, but as we keep preparing and moving forward towards opening night, I gotta say, I'm really loving the song "Might As Well."
Yeah. Might As Well is a good one.
Might As Well is a great one.
I mean, you do it very well.
I know I do.
You do very well.
Yeah, that's mine. So you'll when you come see the show, you'll get a sense for what that song's actually like.
Right.
Don't want to spoil anything.
Nope, no spoilers.
But how about you, bud?
Me. Okay, well, so if you had asked me like you said towards the beginning, I can think for myself. If you had asked me like you said towards the beginning, I think I would have said the Act 1 closer would have been my favorite.
Okay.
I really like that song. I think it ends the act really well. Especially if you were to have, a full cast and not just, But actually, Monk with Me has been really stuck in my head recently.
Yeah, Monk with Me is a good one.
I think it shows off both Helvetica and Monk really well in their perspectives.
Right.
And I just like it a lot.
And
it's very catchy.
Yeah, and once again, you do a pretty good job with that one too.
Well, hey, I mean, what can I say?
So, but those are just a couple of the we wrote a lot of songs for this show.
Oh yeah.
So come out, be waiting for those.
Right.
Those are our personal favorites, but there's a lot of good numbers in this show.
Yeah.
We think.
Well, so when you come see the show, maybe after the show, if you see us, tell us your favorite.
Yeah, tell us your
favorite song.
Yeah.
What's stuck in your head?
Favorite song.
We'd love to know.
Favorite song, favorite character. Give us all your opinions. Speaking of character, last time we talked about Helvetica.
We did.
Okay.
We did talk about Helvetica.
We want to talk about someone new this week.
Okay.
Who do you want to talk about?
There are a lot to choose from.
There are.
I'd really like to hear about the character Young Monk.
Oh, we took a lot of time to think on that one.
There's a lot of characters, like I said.
I know that wasn't pre-planned at all.
No.
And so we're going to talk about Young Monk today.
Yeah.
And with Young Monk, I mean, what do you have? What opinions do you have on Young Monk?
I think Young Monk is...
Because you're coming from the perspective of Monk.
Yes, I play Monk in the show.
Yeah.
Who is the said villain. If you come see the show, you'll know why I did quotation marks. But yeah, so I play Monk, obviously. I said that. And Young Monk he's
younger.
He's younger, obviously. Important to know. He's younger, so he's more impressionable, right? And I mean, he's got a more innocent look on the world and on Monk himself,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got more compassion towards Monk, maybe too. I don't. That's my thoughts, right? But you play Young Monk.
I do play Young Monk.
You play with Young Monk in the show.
Yeah.
So, what
Yeah.
are your thoughts?
Sometimes we switch characters a bit. Play the
A
same
little
character.
bit.
Not this one.
Not
Uh,
no.
you know,
These two we actually
yeah.
stay.
Bud's primarily Monk. I'm primarily young Monk
Yeah.
when those characters come about. And young Monk. Yeah, like you kind of say, he's very innocent, very impressionable. He's joined the church and like Gutenberg has a fascination for reading.
You're right.
Yeah. Come to find out, though,
True.
not everybody's too big of a fan of that, interest. So, he's very curious,
He is.
uh, but he also has a very big tolerance for pain.
He does.
He does.
Well, he's young. He's pretty resilient, right?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
I just mean, like, he is a survivor.
He's a survivor.
Yeah. You'll find out why later on.
Yes.
Yeah. No thanks to Monk.
You know what? I don't have anything to say about that, to be honest.
Got him.
I'm sorry, Doug.
So,
I'm sorry to you. I'll do better.
to who?
Them,
Okay.
our viewers.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that's a little bit about the show, right?
That's a little bit about the show.
But we're not done
Young
though.
Monk. No, we're not.
done. No.
We're not done.
We want to have a little fun today. So recently, if you haven't heard, there is this, there's a buzz for this show going around. I believe it's called Wicked.
Wicked?
Wicked.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. The musical movie, is that what you're talking about?
Well, it was originally a musical.
Well, yes.
Based on a book.
It was a musical based on a book,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then they turned it into a musical movie recently,
Yep.
right?
Very recently.
But we're not too happy. Did you watch the Golden Globes?
You know what? I'll be honest. I missed the Golden Globes, but
Really?
I did. I'm sorry. I did miss them though. I had some stuff going on. I don't want to get into it. But, um but yeah, I missed it, but I did catch up on all the what you so-called kids call tea. I caught up on the tea.
Then tell us all about it.
Well, I heard that it didn't win that many or any, right? Any Golden Globes.
It did win one.
It won one.
It won one.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know. But I heard it lost out to what some think is a different movie that I guess is also a musical. I don't know much about the other movie.
I don't know much about the other movie either. I have recently been on the TikTok
Yes.
and have heard a bit of a song that's come from it. I don't think we can repeat it here, but
even if we could, I wouldn't. It's that bad. Pretty bad.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's like not good.
It's not good.
It's not a good.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, it's not a good song.
It's not a good song, and the nature of it is also not good.
Huh? You sure about that?
No, I'm wrong. The nature of it is very good. I apologize. I went to the lyrics,
Right?
and the lyrics are very advert,
I don't know what you mean by that.
The lyrics, they're very out there,
Okay. Sure.
So I thought about the lyrics out of
I'm gonna help you out here,
context.
bud. Yeah, there's just some of the lyrics could probably be inappropriate to say over
Inappropriate.
a podcast. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, we want to keep this PG,
PG.
right?
13 maybe.
13. Well, when you
Maybe.
come see the show,
Yeah.
podcast PG,
Podcast PG.
right?
Yeah.
Suitable for all audiences. So, yeah. But anyway,
Sorry. Yes, go ahead.
it did lose many awards to that particular movie, but it did win one award. It won box office and cinematic achievement.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Yeah. Well, it means that over the couple of, I guess like 3 or 4 weeks it was out, over those weekends, it sold like the most tickets.
Yeah, it was box office. It was a very big commercial success.
Yeah, yeah.
Which we're not gonna. I mean, absolutely.
Right.
But
Right.
I just feel like it should have gotten more appreciation.
It should have,
Yeah.
I think I think the movie not revolutionized the way we should do movie musicals now, but I liked it because not only did they pull from the musical, like it's not Wicked. It's a movie musical, but it's not the musical movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it pulls from the book and it pulls from the musical. It pulls from all of its source material.
Wow. The last time I heard Bud rave about a movie musical like this, it was the movie musical Les Miserables.
Les Miserables is a movie musical
He
that
loved
happens.
it.
I did love it. You know who I loved especially?
Javert. He loved Javert.
Javert. Javert was so good. I mean, when he sung Stars, tears, a tear.
You said you saw stars.
I saw Stars. You know what? I saw Stars, and then I don't remember a little bit after that what happened, but then I remembered a little bit more of the movie. I may have passed out because I was so overwhelmed with emotion.
Okay.
Maybe. I can't really remember, but it was very good nonetheless.
Absolutely. Speaking of movie musicals, we were asking ourselves, what if, and our goal here is to get us to Broadway, right?
Right.
But let's think even bigger. What if we got our show to be a movie musical, right? Gutenberg the movie, the musical. Okay?
Wow.
Like High School the musical, the musical. Remember that?
High School the Musical,
Yeah.
the musical.
Anyway, we were asking what would be our dream casting for our show, right?
Okay.
And so we have a few characters for you. Again, when you come see our show, me and Bud, we're playing all those characters, just giving you a taste of what the show would be like. But
Right.
of course, we would give it a full cast, right?
Of
We
course.
don't want to leave anybody out.
Right.
So full cast. We're just gonna hit some main characters though. So right off the bat, Gutenberg,
The title character.
the titular character,
Titular.
right? So larger than life kind of guy,
Uh-huh.
very charismatic,
Very optimistic.
optimistic.
Right.
Okay, who do you think would be a good fit for him?
What about you know who might be really good actually?
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the Wicked movie, what about Gavin Creel?
It's not where I thought you were going when you
Oh.
said the Wicked movie.
Oh. Where did you think I was going?
Well, maybe Jonathan Bailey because he was in the Wicked movie.
Did I get those mixed up again?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I got those two mixed up again. Because you know what? Gavin Creel is
R.I.P.
he's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? I was really confident with that answer too. I apologize. But yes, you're right. Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey would be.
I think he'd be really good.
He would be very good. Very charismatic.
He is. He's very charismatic. He has lots of swagger.
Not to say that Gavin Creel wouldn't have been.
No, because he would have been great too.
But Jonathan Bailey, great.
Right.
Great choice.
Thank you.
I would agree with that.
Thank you.
Given Wicked, and I really have many thoughts on that initially, but yeah, Jonathan Bailey would be a good choice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. So Jonathan Bailey as Gutenberg. Okay. So who's next?
Let's go Helvetica. Little love interest.
Little love interest.
Yeah.
Little grape stomper.
Little grape stomper.
So who do you think would be a good Helvetica?
Okay, so let's think about Helvetica for a second. German girl, beautiful but does not know it.
Doesn't know it.
Who does? Well, I'm having a tough time here.
Are you?
Yeah.
You know who might be good, and I'll be honest, I can't remember her name at the moment, but she was in The Greatest Showman. She was the bearded lady in The Greatest Showman.
Okay.
I can't remember her name.
The bearded lady from The Greatest Showman?
Yeah, she sang she was the main star in This Is Me.
I didn't see The Greatest Showman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know who you're talking about.
Well, that's good. She also was in Waitress on Broadway.
Okay.
She was in that too.
Yeah, I could see it. I could. I
She might be good. That's all I'm saying.
okay. Good voice for sure.
Great voice.
Yeah,
She's got a killer voice.
for sure.
And with all of her songs, you know,
Yeah. I tell you who I love. I don't know if she can sing.
okay.
I don't know if she can sing. Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan.
You know who that is?
I don't
Okay. I figured by that
actually.
reaction. She is a fantastic actress.
Uh,
Okay. Now she is a bit, Irish Scottish. She has a Irish
oh,
accent.
she has an Irish accent.
However,
Okay,
I know she could pull off the
she
German.
could. Right.
She's fantastic.
I mean, if she's got an Irish accent, she could do other accents for sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I think she could do it well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. Awesome. But that's my pick for
Okay.
sure. So you say bearded lady from Greatest Showman.
Yes.
I say Saoirse Ronan.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Let's go Monk. He's the villain here.
Man, Monk.
Monk.
You know who would be a really good monk?
Who?
Are you ready? You're not ready. Are you ready?
I don't think I
You're
am.
not ready. Hear me out. And I think this is awesome. Jack freaking Black. Like, come on. You can't tell me that he wouldn't be great as Monk.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Right? I mean, he's got a rock and roll voice, which, I mean, Monk doesn't really have a rock and roll voice.
Doesn't
but
have to.
He doesn't have to, but like, Jack Black can play a villain really well,
Yeah.
obviously. I think he'd be a good pick.
Hmm. I gotta admit that's probably a go-to pick.
Yeah?
If I was trying to be different though,
Okay, outside the box.
outside the box.
Outside the
Ooh,
printing
you know
press.
who could be fun?
Who?
I'd like to see a Nathan Lane Monk.
Oh, Nathan Lane. That's a good pick.
That's interesting.
I feel like he would have lots of fun with that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good pick.
I like
Two
it.
very different picks, though.
Very different picks.
You know, so that's not bad.
It's not.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
So that's the evil kind of, mischievous character.
Right.
How about his henchman, Young Monk?
Okay, well, I feel like to me, this is a pretty obvious pick. The one and the only Mr. Wonka himself, Timothy Chalamet.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Okay.
feel like he's the only choice.
The only choice.
Now, you know what? I'm allowed. You're allowed to have a different opinion, of course.
I didn't say
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you do have one, you're allowed to, obviously. But I think he'd be a good choice.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. There's one actor I really want to throw in here, but I'm trying to think.
Okay.
What other roles are there to cast? Are there any other roles to cast right now off the top
So,
of our heads?
Young
Like
Monk.
woman roles?
I mean, we could cast the Drunks too, if we wanted to. They're on the show quite a bit.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with this guy right now.
Okay.
I can't not
Hit me.
throw Andrew Garfield in the ring.
Oh, dang, as Young Monk. He was really good in
I mean, to be honest, he could have also been Gutenberg, in my opinion.
Oh, you're right.
But
He could have.
I like both of the choices.
Yeah.
It could go any way.
It could. It could. Those are good choices.
I know.
For sure.
I know. Yeah. All right, so let's finish it off with Drunks.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
Drunk one,
dynamic
drunk
duo.
two. He's one, I'm two.
Yes. Yes, I'm one and you're two,
Mm-hmm.
respectively. Through the whole show too.
Mm-hmm.
We don't switch.
Who could be our drunks?
So we gotta think. Are we thinking two individual actors or like a very common dynamic duo?
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I could go either way.
It could. It could.
Hmm.
So if we're thinking dynamic duo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we want like
And these could be great cameo characters.
right, they could be really great cameos.
You know, like legends of the Broadway stage and screen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if they were legends of movies, actors.
Screen.
Screen, thank you. Screen actors.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you take it first?
Yeah. I got one, but I'm trying to think of the second to go along with it.
Okay.
So,
well, who's your first? Maybe I can help out.
Oh, if we're talking about legends of the
Okay.
Broadway stage and screen and a cameo, no one gets people in their seats like James Corden.
Brother,
James
you're right.
Corden. Come
James
on.
Corden. Yep.
So that's one.
Finding the second though to hit
I know.
is
I mean,
that's tough.
it is tough. You have James Corden, but you know what? It's just drunk, right? It could be, male, female. We can go any
You're right.
direction. How about? Oh, gosh, I can see her face. I just can't think of her name.
What has she been in?
Oh, I think she'd play this character very well,
Okay.
and she would match James Corden energy to a T.
Okay.
You ready for it? Ready for it?
I'm ready. Hit me.
So imagine a drunk Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
So James Corden and Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer drunks. I can see it.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
After everything we just said, that's what sells your tickets.
Yeah. Honestly, that's getting butts in seats.
For sure.
You're thinking box office.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to be Wicked.
Well, it's a combination of quality and quantity.
Yeah, for sure. You're right.
What's your two?
So, I think you kind of went with the individual actors as a pair.
I did.
Which I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you went that way.
Thank you.
If I were to choose, this might seem a little basic to some.
I just have another one too.
Oh, dang. I think that Steve Martin and Martin Short are a shoo-in.
Where'd you get that idea?
You know what? It just kind of popped into my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as soon as we said drunks and dynamic duo,
great dynamic
I was like, bang, right there.
I agree. I'm gonna throw one more in the ring just for good measure.
Throw one more.
Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly.
Oh wow. You might have beaten me out.
Yeah, I know.
That's a good pair. They might be a better pairing than us.
Yeah.
Only maybe. Probably not.
Anyway, okay.
You know what? I think that's a pretty good cast.
That's a pretty decent filled out main cast, right? There's still more.
There's still more.
Right? It's a huge show.
Huge. We still got a whole ensemble.
Yeah.
To cast with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, I think that's a great start, but, that's really, I think, all we got for today, right?
Yeah.
So, that's where we're going to end today. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'll have more to come. We want you to come see the show, right?
Yes, we do.
So, I'm going to give Bud another chance here. When's the show dates?
You know what? Episode 2, second chance. Third time is not the charm because I'm going to get it this time.
Okay.
The show dates are January 23rd, 24th, and 25th, right?
The show is January 24th through the 26th.
You know what?
We can't wait for you to come.
Third time's the charm.
You can find more information
and
tickets. Okay.
Tickets.
Tell us, Bud.
Can I tell it? DLOmusicaltheater.com is where you can find tickets and more information on the show.
For sure.
That I know.
For sure. So, and Facebook.
Yes, our Facebook.
Instagram, TikTok.
Facebook, Instagram,
you can
TikTok.
go through any of the socials, right?
Yeah,
not X. Not
on Twitter.
You can't find us there. Yeah. So, with all that being said, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
I hope you had a great time. This was Hot Off the Press with Mr. Doug Simon and
Mr. Bud Davenport. I hope you have a great week and you have a great weekend. And we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.